So they're looking to do that, but the material of it is what makes it cool. Supposedly, if these things are being translated right, it looks like the next Nintendo Direct has the theme of remasters and re-releases, specifically regarding the 3DS. So the guess right now is that we may actually be getting a bunch of 3DS games moved over to the Switch.
Okay, that's cool.
Especially when you consider, like, so much of the 3DS's library is ripe for the Switch. I mean, for crying out loud, like, me and Andrea actually kind of thought this out with some of the games they could bring over, just based off of Nintendo properties. So, like, for example, with Mario, you could do Super Mario 3D Land. Finally bring that over. A lot of people have never played it.
Damn it.
And that was kind of the precursor to 3D World. You could do New Super Mario Bros. 2, which is 3DS only. Or for Zelda, you could do A Link Between Worlds. Because that's probably the most popular Zelda game that has come out for 3DS. And, I mean, do I even need to mention with Metroid you could do Samus Returns?
Yeah. There's a lot.
You'd never get me off the Switch, by the way. If Samus Returns comes out on Switch, you'd never get me off of it.
Nice.
I still play that game. With Pokemon, you could do Detective Pikachu because we know that the sequel is going to Switch. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities here, and those are just Nintendo. There are tons of third-party games that are just as awesome on 3DS. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know about you, Alex, but that is a great idea in my opinion.
That would be. That really would be.
Yeah, just because I know that a lot of people like to harp on me, like I should have apparently hated that Hyrule Warriors and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze made their way to the Switch, but I don't.
Really?
Yes, and it's simply because normally, yeah, I'm kind of done with too many definitive editions. Trust me, when the PS5 comes out, that's going to happen again. But if you think about it, like...
Fucking assholes, buzz off already.
If you think about it from this perspective, Alex, did you get to try Hyrule Warriors?
No.
But you had a Wii U.
Yeah, but I didn't have it very long.
Uh-huh. And why did you get that Wii U? You got it for one specific reason.
Well, Breath of the Wild, mostly.
Yeah, exactly. So at that point, like, you had one game in mind, and by the time you were... by the time you had gotten one, specifically for a game, its life cycle was done.
Yeah.
Everybody was moving on to the new hotness. So the same thing could happen, and there's tons of people that never played Hyrule Warriors until it hit Switch. And one of the things that makes me giggle about Tropical Freeze, like, am I the only one that saw the reviews when that came out on Wii U?
Probably.
It was trashed. It was trashed left and right. Simply because when it was announced, people, like, Retro fans and Nintendo fans thought that Retro shouldn't be working on another Donkey Kong. They should have been working on the next Metroid.
Right.
And so, like, that literally followed it into its reviews, and everybody just trashed it. But funniest thing, it re-releases on Nintendo Switch, and it's now considered a Sage avant-garde game. Like, it's such a safe haven for classic Donkey Kong Country, all of a sudden.
Stupid fucking ice bats.
Let me point out, nothing changed. They didn't change the gameplay.
Right.
Nothing got changed. And now everybody loves Tropical Freeze. Thinks it's the most amazing game Retro has ever put out. So no, I'm absolutely excited for it, and I'm hoping that we get lots more stuff coming from 3DS as well as from even if they brought the original Splatoon to Switch, I'd be okay with it. Did
you play the new ukulele game, Alex?
No, I haven't played it yet.
Dude, you should.
Okay.
You should. It's amazing.
But did you get it at least?
No, I haven't gotten it yet. I didn't know it was out till you guys played it.
Oh, okay. It's really good. You know.
I mean, like, you and I both have our complaints with the original game.
Yeah.
This one is more of a platformer akin to Donkey Kong Country. And, oh my gosh, it's wonderful. It's blissful. It's in my opinion, probably what Platonic ought to have done first off. And then gone into the Banjo homage.
I don't quite agree with that, but
I mean, look, 3D platformers are going to resonate more with you than with me.
yeah.
And 2D platformers for me are going to resonate because I like them. It tends to be what I want. So in this case, I actually like the fact that we now have 2 different versions of ukulele for people to try out. Love it. And the puns. Oh my god, the puns. They're amazing.
Well, you know, when ukulele was first kickstarted, you know, we hadn't had a solid 3D platformer in years. I think A Hat in Time was still very much in the development phase.
No, you're right. Mm-hmm.
I think it was an alpha by that point, but that was very limited. So, oh, I just came back up here.
I was actually trying to think of like what other 3D platformers have we had, since then, and a couple of names came to mind. Hat in Time did. Another game that I played, and I think I recommended to you, but you haven't picked it up yet, is Skylar and Plux, which is basically, in my opinion, a nice homage to Jak and Daxter, a 3D platformer.
Okay.
So like but that one, Skylar and Plux did not get that much attention. And those were probably all that I could think of right off the top of my head. And two of those, no, all 3 of them were indie. So there you go. So I completely agree with you there. But oh man, I will never drop 2.5D platformers. And no, guys, you can't count Super Lucky's Tale. Super Lucky's Tale is 2D.
That's a 3D platformer.
It
has some vague mild 2.5D sections, but it's mostly entirely 3D.
For the most part. It's the best way I know how to describe it is it's a hybrid. Because it tries to incorporate both. And it doesn't do it in a bad way. Like, not where any of them suffer. But it is a hybrid.
I don't know.
Speaking of, do you have that on Switch?
No, I have it on Steam, though.
Yes, you do. And you still like it.
Yes.
We will get to it eventually.
It's a really good game.
It is. It's cute. I still love it.
Die Fox.
In fact, the first thing that came to my mind when we played Impossible Lair was Super Lucky's Tale. So yeah, there you go. I at least wanted to cover this. If the direct ends up being something else, fine. But if they do a remaster one, I would be absolutely happy. Like, there are a ton of games I would love to see coming from the 3DS over to the Switch, and would work.
Totally.
I mean, for the other one, I would also ask them to please consider is the 2 Bravely Default games. Those are amazing, and I would love to be able to get them on Switch.
Digdogg Suspension Bridge. Dig those Digdoggs.
Watch out for the hoses. Make sure a hose does not enter your butt, Alex.
What?
For it will inflate you and kill you. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about Digdogg. I didn't hear Digdogg.
What'd you?
I heard Digdogg.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm the only one on this panel that has played Digdogg.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Yes. Where you go around randomly digging, and then
I think it'd be so far away you wouldn't be able to hit it that far.
You inflate them to death with a bicycle bomb. It's a grim death.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, and you're just like, moving on.
Lizalfos are carnivorous, whatever.
Carnivores?
Carnivorous, thank you. I'm like, how the hell do I say that? A minor test of strength.
Okay, we can skip this one. We've technically seen this already.
Yeah, well.
Seriously, I need a t-shirt that says, like, a minor test of strength. And then on the back it says, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt.
Hi there, buddy.
And while Alex is actually killing him, I've got another funny story for you, man. You're gonna love this as a fellow YouTuber. So, Andrea's hit a milestone, Alex.
Yeah?
She's officially gotten us a demonetized video.
I'm not sure how when we don't have monetization.
No, not on this channel. So, you're gonna love this. So we started up live streaming, right?
Right.
Well, over the weekend, I got an email from YouTube saying that one of our earlier streams, the one where we did Donkey Kong Country,
Right.
it got demonetized for lewd and sexual content. And now, as you know, YouTube has to give you a time code for what they're talking about.
Right.
So at that point, I clicked the time code. And this is my only guess, is there was nothing on the screen that was lewd and sexual aside from maybe Andrea was in her pajamas. And one of her pajama shirts has like a, I guess it's called a V-neck. V-neck. And it maybe she readjusted herself or something and it was a little bit lower than usual, but it wasn't showing anything.
Oh, God.
And so I literally sent this in to YouTube, and you will appreciate how I stated it.
Yeah.
I literally sent in reply, please tell me where the lewd and sexual content is because you've lost me. 3 hours later, it was gone.
Nice.
The demonetized. So,
Oh, really?
So my guess, and probably your guess as well, Alex, we got automated. Like, we got automated algorithm bullcrap.
Yeah.
And then when a human came in and saw, yeah, this is stupid, and they changed it.
No, brother.
But I'm literally looking at it going, dude, like, okay, if Candy Kong was on the screen, maybe I'd let that fly. Maybe.
Ancient core.
But she wasn't on the screen.
Nope, she wasn't.
So, Andrea, have you learned your lesson? By that, I mean nothing.
Mine is not as bad as half as probably your guys's.
She makes it sound like we come out here in loincloths. I mean, I didn't think we got drunk, Alex, but apparently we come out in loincloths?
I don't know, I guess.
Okay. Because she just said that we create much more lewd and sexual content, but yeah, I'm not sure what she's talking about, audience. You're more than welcome to put a comment in and tell us what she's talking about.
Why is it raining? Why is it raining?
Because it's Hyrule? Because it's Breath of the Wild? Because you're not allowed to have a fun moment out in the sun?
Let's see. Do I should have wood. I have wood in here. Gonna make a fire. We're gonna wait it out because I can't get up right now because it's friggin' raining. It's gonna take forever to get that house when I want to build the house, but okay. Because I gotta use the wood to make some fire. Because it's gotta rain.
I'm not stopping him. I'm enjoying this personally.
Hopefully the rain won't put out your fire, and then you'll be crying.
Ha! It's still raining.
Is it? Fuck!
This game hates us. Just based on the concept that it doesn't want us to win. It doesn't want us to have fun out in the sun. It just wants us to suffer in the rain. Poor Link.
And then it'll be snowing, and then you're like, crap!
Yo,
Well, snow's not too bad. You can climb in the snow. You just
but in the
can't-
rain you can't.
Let's put on our do-rag.
We're giving Alex concentration.
You don't. I
No,
can
not
climb.
really. Not really.
It's like I could climb just fine without the concentration.
Okay. By the way, we actually do have a little bit of business that I want to sweep under the rug real fast. So, Alex, we got a request on one of our last weekend streams. Specifically, now that we're doing kind of an October playthrough of the original Silent Hill, where we asked our chat if there were any other horror games they wanted us to try out. And one of the bigger suggestions was Parasite Eve for the original PlayStation.
Right.
But specifically, they wanted you to join us. Now, I have a concern here. Parasite Eve is an RPG, which means, at bare minimum, it's going to take at least 20 hours to beat. And I think in Parasite Eve's case, it's about 50. So, I guess my first question is, are you for or against doing a Let's Play of Parasite Eve, whether it be on this channel or on a live stream?
Yeah, I'm for it.
Okay. It's just another horror game, but this one is actually from Square Enix, so that's really the difference. But I don't...
Why you gotta be a big lug?
Like, as much as I want to be able to do this for our viewers, I don't think we could do Parasite Eve in 1 month.
No, certainly not.
No, a 50-hour game, like, we'd have to stream a lot more than we do. So I guess my question is to those who watch us on Drak and Shadow, would you be okay with it just being a Let's Play? Because, honestly, I think you get the exact same feel from a Let's Play that you would from a live stream. Like, I don't really think anything would change from that.
I need to cook. Yeah.
You do, in fact.
Ready to cook.
Ready to work.
Just ready to cook.
Ow! He fired in my eye!
Why is eyes the fascination of the weak spot for a lot of enemies in this game?
Oh, wait. Hold on. I may have embellished this. I do not remember it taking that long.
Take what?
According to... So, just for the sake of our audience, I looked up on howlongtobeat.com Parasite Eve takes. I don't know if I believe this, but 9.5 hours.
Oh, that's not too
That
bad.
actually might be doable as a live stream.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go full completionist, it's 30 hours, but if we're just looking to do a story playthrough, which I would guess that's what we're doing,
Yeah.
then 9.5 hours, actually, that's not bad. Maybe we could do that. Not this year, probably like next year. Because we already have Silent Hill for this year. So what say you, Alex? Do you want to do this next year?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it. This is one of those games that makes me a little sad because me and Aldo wanted to play it. Because it's fun. And has many, many, many mitochondrial references.
Sometimes listening to this music reminds me of Resident Evil.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, I know I'm going to regret asking this, but why?
Like, there was a scene that had that same similar kind of music, jazzy feeling.
Jazz music? Which one?
Like, I think the first game.
Remember any jazz music in Resident
Yeah,
Evil?
I'm trying to think of it.
Are you thinking like the basement?
If you're confronting
From the director's cut?
like Barry or something like
By
that.
the deaf composer who wasn't a
Being
composer?
confronted by Wesker or something.
Sneaky River Escargot.
No, that made me go back and think of that song. Oh.
Not quite, but almost.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I don't know which specific part you're referencing.
Well,
but...
if I find it, I will let you know.
Okay. Until then, I will take your word for it. All right, I'm just curious. What do you have marked on your map?
Probably towers or other shrines I've seen.
Okay. All right. Because I was like sitting there going, well, maybe one of them could be Zora City, but nah, I don't even think so.
Let's see. We're heading into uncharted territory. We are going into the wild.
Indeed. Into the uncharted wild. Will we meet Nathan Drake?
Possibly.
That would be a weird one. That'd be weird to explain, wouldn't it?
It sure would.
It in fact would. Uh-oh, we're heading into the desert.
Into Gerudoville. We got a ways to go before we get there. But
But I was actually going to tell you to watch out for the Jawa Sandcrawler.